Hello, ladies, welcome. And this is Jonita Dsouza, creator of Exploring Femininity. And today I am bringing to you Rachel Gedney. And she is one of my soul sisters and doing some amazing work around essential oils. So I want to read a little bit about Rachel to you and then allow you to join this conversation with us. So Rachel Gedney is the owner of House of the Feminine, incorporating the Wisdom Mentor, where she provides group sessions, private mentoring, online courses in divine feminine, sacred masculine, health and well-being, and lifestyle entrepreneurs, all supported by essential oils, and which is the reason that I have chosen to bring her forward with to you, ladies, on the topic of essential oils. I will be sending a link of Rachel's website as well, so you can have a look and see her work of the divine feminine and essential oils. For now, welcome, Rachel.
Welcome. Thank you, Jonita, for having me today.
I'm so excited to talk to you. I have been doing this essentially recharge you 5 days challenge kind of thing. And one of the days invites us to indulge ourselves in sense of smell. And while thinking of other things, one of the things that had made a huge difference in my life and in my sensuality as well is the use of essential oils. And that's what I want to talk to you about. So give us your expertise, knowledge on that. So let us start by, what is an essential oil for people who do not know this yet?
Well, yeah, that's the great place to start. What are they? I think we all know that there are naturally occurring volatile aromatic compounds that are found in the seeds and the bark and the stems and the roots of flowers and plants and other parts of the plants as well. They're beautifully fragrant. I mean, we've all experienced that smell when we've walked past a rose bush, and the aromatic qualities that come out of that are absolutely gorgeous. That's the essential oil. Things like mint in the garden and a lavender field. We've all smelt those, and they are so potent. And of course, essential oils can lift the mood, they can change the mood, they can calm the senses. You know, they elicit powerful memories of past experiences and things. So they are beautiful, and you've got different ones as well. So you've got the floral, you have citrus, spicy, and woody. They obviously, we know that they've been used historically throughout the, particularly in the Egyptian times, and I always say, if they're good enough for Cleopatra, they're good enough for us.
Yeah.
So, and they were used for medicinal purposes, for health benefits, therapeutic benefits, and also in culinary dishes. So now what's happened is there was a lull, but now, because of modern trends going back to the kinds of practices that we favour, more holistic practices, there's been a resurgence of essential oils. And now we've also got scientific evidence that's backing it all up and showing that there are profound benefits for using essential oils.
Yeah, so I know your work is mostly working with women and the feminine. So why is it important for us women to begin to use essential oils?
Well, essential oils are great for the whole family, including pets. But as women, we have unique fluctuating health needs from puberty right through to menopause and beyond. So therefore, to maintain the good health and emotional well-being, essential oils help us to balance our hormones and look after our immune system, which can also be a problem when you're going through all of these changes. So during those specific and sometimes challenging times, the most natural way is to use essential oils or natural products. And I'm going through the menopause right now. I've just entered it, and they are working a treat for me. I have been blown away by the effectiveness. So, for me, I started using them for my own personal use, and now it's like I want everybody to know about them. They are so important, especially for us females. Yes, for males too, but we have a lot more challenging needs because of our hormones changing throughout our lives.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that definitely. We are so cyclic in nature, and our moods swing like, like sine waves. So essential oils have actually allowed me to feel that, and bring back myself to my home.
Yeah.
One of the questions that I wanted to ask you is about the safety of using them, because what had happened once with me, that when I suffered with eczema 2 years ago, one of the ladies advised me to use lavender oil, which would kind of bring some healing. So I did use it, and then it became worse. So what she didn't explain to me was how to use it, because it's an essential oil. I didn't know that I can not directly use it on my skin. So I just applied it directly on the big wound that I had on my leg. It was a big wound, and then it just worsened. So talk to us about the safety of it and how can we use it? In what ways can we use it?
Okay. Well, firstly, I have to say that not all oils are equal. The oils that we find over the counter are not the oils that we should be using, because a lot of them contain fillers and chemicals and synthetics that are not good for our skin. So this has been a big discovery over the last 18 months with me, that some of the oils that I was burning actually were probably causing, because I have mild asthma and bronchial problems, and they were actually causing me more problems than I realized. So for a start, I would say that the main thing is to speak to someone who is qualified in helping people. I mean, doTERRA, the oils that I use, doTERRA, they are what's called CPTG, so it's certified pure therapeutic grade, and that's the key to look for, therapeutic grade in essential oils, because they're pure and natural compounds carefully extracted from the plants, and they've gone through rigorous testing to be so. So obviously they contain no fillers or alternative ingredients. And you can dilute them, or you can put them directly, undiluted on your skin. So they're free from any contaminants and pesticides. So yes, I mean, it's imperative that you check all oils before and take advice, and do your own research as well.
Mm-hmm. So let's say someone is quite fresh to this idea and concept of essential oil, and how does one start this process? How can we start to choose essential oils for ourselves?
Okay, well, I mean, just taking a little step back, because I didn't actually say, when you're there are different ways to use these oils. So you can use them aromatically, which obviously is inhaling them, and you can put them in your hands and close your eyes and put them to your hands to your nose and breathe in deeply, and so that way it's very, very stimulating and calming, and it's going straight into the airways, which is beautiful. Or diffuser. I've got my diffuser going now, which is beautiful because it purifies and cleanses the air. So, and that's great for sleeping at night, for children in children's rooms, and particularly if you've got any bronchial problems. I find in the winter months this is great for me, purifying the air. Topically, which is the most common, that's directly on the skin. You can put it directly, and these oils can be used directly on the skin. Obviously, with open wounds, you want to seek advice, but generally, I would say topically you can use it neat or diluted. For adults, it's fine to use it undiluted, but if you've got any allergies or skin sensitivity, then you want to maybe be a little bit careful, because some of the oils are very warming and quite hot. And then also we all have, like, for instance, peppermint on me is great. It's very stimulating, but and it's cooling. But on some people, I've heard it's actually warming. So it's finding out what is right for you. And then the other way is internally. Like I said before, warning here, if it does not have a supplement label on the actual bottle, it cannot be taken internally. Not all of our oils can, but we do have oils that can be taken internally, like things like lemon I use in my morning tea in the morning. So there are different ways of actually using them. But again, it's getting the advice. So to go on to how can one choose those oils for yourself, again, it is better to seek professional assistance. Do your research first, which is what I did. I started researching online and looking at oils, but then once I started to understand more about them, I wanted to know, okay, so what are the good oils and what are the not so good oils, and the difference between the two. So either a trained practitioner or a wellness advocate with any of the, like I say, I just happen to use doTERRA, but there are other oils out there that you can use. And that practitioner will do a medical questionnaire, medical history questionnaire with you to find out exactly what your requirements are at this stage in your life, and also your history as well. It's just like you would seeing any therapist that you go to, or a personal trainer. They all do that medical questionnaire first, and that is absolutely imperative, because what we want to do is to get you using the oils that you need right now. From there, everything else will build on that. But the oils that are most important to you right now, which is what happened with me, that's what I bought first, and that's what I started using first, then started seeing such a difference, and then it's expanded into all other areas of my life.
So are you saying that, so for me, for example, I was looking into how I'm feeling and how I would like to feel, and what essential oils would make me feel this way, and then I would start doing my research. And is this what you're advising as well, that's if someone doesn't know or have any essential oil, then what do they follow? Like, do they follow a certain practice or procedure, or their intuition?
Well, there's all of that does come into play, but I would say get in touch with somebody who is already using oils, whoever it may be. It doesn't matter. It could be a friend that's using oils, but as long as they have, it's like anything, like being a nutritionist, a personal trainer, whatever. You've got to understand the oils and know they're not something, I wouldn't want to be diagnosing people, because they're just a part of, obviously those people who are more holistic in their approach, they want more natural things anyway, and they've probably followed that lifestyle. But it's not that we're not saying that essential oils can cure, but they do have benefits to your life. So yes, do your own research. That's me personally. I research everything, whatever I'm interested in. But that's because I have a background in that, my sports science degree, I'm very sporty, so I have a history in this kind of thing, and organic food, all of that, nutrition, etc. So I have my own history in that. If you don't, I would say seek out somebody who has been using essential oils for many years, and then go from there, and then talk, because there are so many oils out there, and we have what's called single oils, and we also have blended oils. And you can use different oils for different things. And some oils can be used for many, many things. Or in fact, most of the oils can be used for a number of different things. So you've really got to, I would always recommend starting with somebody who is already in the practice. I mean, we are very lucky with all of our resources. We have a massive amount of resources that we can use. And, I've got apps on my phone. So if I'm out and somebody says, oh, I've got this problem, I can look on my phone. I don't have all the answers. I'm only just starting. And I have my own Bible, which is called Modern Essentials, which is great. So I can look in deeper detail when I get home, and then send them some information of what they might need. So do you want me to give you some recommendations?
I was thinking of some certain emotions and how we can amplify and evoke these emotions, especially as women. Like, for example, when you want to feel intuitive, and when you want to come into your feminine wisdom. So what do you recommend?
Okay, well, you sent me a list. So positivity, what I have actually done is chosen some from one oil from the blended oils, and one oil that is a single oil. So you can see that there are many options available. So positivity, for instance, we have a blended oil called Elevation, which is a joyful blend, and that is so beautiful. Most of us wear it as a perfume. It's just absolutely gorgeous. But then, of course, as a single oil, you could use jasmine. Again, it's beautiful smelling. I don't know about you, but jasmine is one of my favorite smells, and it's more for confidence. So sorry, my earphones coming out there. Which is great, because you could, if you've got to do a lot of public speaking, for instance, that positive feeling you will get, just take a whiff of jasmine or put it on your pulse points, and oh my goodness, it really helps. Inspiration, I have chosen it a passion, because that's one of our inspiring blends, and that is just divine. I love that. And wild orange, which is a single,
that's my favorite one.
Oh,
that's my all-time favorite.
I use this in cooking, but equally,
so
if I'm just feeling a bit down, uplifting, energizing, revitalizing, the smell of that. In fact, what I've got diffusing,
I have it on now, right now.
Really? Well, I've got Citrus Bliss, because that's another one. But wild orange, this is one of my favorites in my cooking, because I use it with a vegan chocolate mousse, and it is divine, absolutely fine. So when we do classes, that's one of the desserts we use, and show what the oils are like within that. So relaxation, I have chosen our blended oil, which is called Aroma Touch, and this is used a lot in massage, and that's a beautiful oil. And then also another one for relaxation is Clary Sage. This is excellent for us females, especially as we are going through the menopause or our monthly cycle. I am using this quite a lot at the moment, because I haven't really got many symptoms, but I just want to keep everything in check. So this one is a one I use on the bottom of my feet. Just put a drop literally on the bottom of my feet before I go to bed, which helps. Intuition, I've chosen Balance, which is a grounding blend. Now, for intuition, for most people, the best way, you've got to be in your body. So grounding is a great thing for you to do. And patchouli is one of those that's also grounding and balancing. So I would say something like that to really get you into your body. And then lastly, but not least, I have chosen our blend for women called Whisper. And this, again, we use as a perfume. A lot of us use it as a perfume. Again, it is lovely, quite different to the Joyful Blend Elevation, because this one's more woody. And rose. How could I not use rose? So if you're in the bedroom and you want to diffuse, you want to get that mood uplifting, emotionally uplifting mood, I would say use rose. It is absolutely gorgeous. So we have so many oils. Last night it was hard to choose. I went through them all, and so I've given people an idea of what you can use.
Yeah, perfect. This sounds like it makes me want to buy all of them.
Oh, I want to buy all of them. They are absolutely
I'm going to be in touch with you later about some of them, because I have more questions. But on a personal note, what is your favorite essential oil?
Oh gosh, now Janine,
choose one. I know it's hard. Choose one.
It's important. Frankincense is one of my I haven't actually said this, but one of the things that we recommend people start with if they want to get used to essential oils is lavender, lemon, and peppermint. We call them our trio. They are perfect to start with because there's about 101 uses for those oils. You can use them right across the board. I love them. But frankincense, there is another saying within doTERRA, if in doubt, use frankincense. And it is amazing. I severely bruised my rib this summer. I fell and was hit in my rib, and we have a beautiful oil called Deep Blue. For all my sports injuries, I go to Deep Blue. It is fabulous, and we have a rub as well. I think my laptop is about to close down, so I need to plug it in. Hold on a moment. I hope we're okay. But frankincense, I would definitely say use frankincense.
It's so good that you brought this up, because in the day two, when we were talking about the sense of smell, I'm actually advising women to use the frankincense essential oil. So yeah, you see, I love these.
It's so hard to choose because they're all beautiful for different reasons, but I think that one is it's the king of oils. I mean, it's not a cheap oil, but it really is the king of oils. So yeah, I go with that.
All right. Thank you, Rachel, for sharing your knowledge and your passion about essential oils and all that you do. I'm sure that the listeners would get involved in trying some of them, and probably I would invite the ladies to get in touch with Rachel if you have any further questions. If Rachel, you're okay with that?
Absolutely, yeah.
I forgot to ask you before, but I'm sure Rachel will be very happy.
Oh, yeah. Just send them my way. Oh, I could talk about them all day long. I have been so blown away by them. You know, they are just so effective in every single area of my life. And, you know, I can be quite skeptical at times with things, but these have just been, it's like I have just cleared out my medicine cabinet, literally. But that's because I know what I'm doing. There were only natural products in there anyway, but it's like I'm just using, and I've got my son, you know, as soon as he has a headache, I said, get out the peppermint on the back of the neck, on the temples, it's gone. You know, it's literally like, I am just so blown away by them. So, yeah.
Thank you, thank you. And finally, Rachel, I want to thank you for also being part of the Exploring Femininity Sisterhood, and you keep contributing, sharing your wisdom, and also sharing your expertise with me personally. I really love enjoying your presence in and offline.
Oh, that's so lovely. Well, the feeling is mutual, as you know. We're on the same path, and yet we have differences, and that is so beautiful because we're learning from each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I love that. You know, there's always something there, you know. And I did your solstice ritual, and that shifted something that was still stuck in me, and it shifted something so powerful that my twin flame and I have reconnected. And I'm a bit still emotional about it because it's so wonderful. So, and that's down to you, because again, I forget about these rituals and I don't do them very often, but I saw yours and I thought, I just felt my intuition said, do this. So I did. So I have to thank you for that.
Yeah, I think we cannot just stop thanking each other. And I hope that we just continue to be this way with each other in the future too.
We certainly will. And we're going to meet up soon.
Yes.
We're not that far away from one another, so we have to meet up very, very soon. Take care, lovely.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much. Take care.